Hi. I want to touch on a call that I haven't seen mentioned too often, and that was the Ohio State roughing the punter call on Clemson. That was another free play that Clemson got, and I think that only a couple people are really mentioning that. So far, pretty much everyone's saying, not everyone, but everyone. I say everyone, and then I just said not everyone. Okay, it feels like the general consensus, the majority consensus, is that all right, Wade did commit the call, but it's a bad rule. So, but my contention is that, yeah, I didn't dismiss that he did commit targeting by the letter of the law. My contention is that they never enforced that type of targeting. I've said that from the beginning. Watch some of my videos. I've said that from the beginning. Don't enforce something at the most important time when don't enforce it on the regular basis. But I wanted to get back to this roughing the kicker because I just saw something. On the roughing the kicker play that Ohio State got 15. Now, first of all, I don't know how that was roughing the kicker because the kicker actually went airborne himself and needed an Ohio State player. So he how did the Ohio State guy get called for roughing the kicker when he was the one that got kneed by the kicker? I don't know. That was a bad call. Rewatch it. Just type in the search Ohio State roughing the kicker, and you'll see a couple of videos and look at it. You'll see clearly that the kicker did not act normally after he kicked the ball. He went airborne himself. He did not make a defender did not propel him airborne. He went airborne and he needed an Ohio State kicker. No, he needed an Ohio State defender. That was a bad call. That was a really bad call. Now, what makes the call even worse is that on that same play, and there's a video on YouTube about it. On that very, you just kick in Ohio State roughing the punter, and then you have a video that says Ohio State roughing the punter question mark, something like that. You'll see that on that very same play that Ohio State got called for roughing the punter, Clemson grabbed an Ohio State player's face mask and whipped him down. That was a face mask call. At the very worst for Ohio State. It should have been offsetting penalties, replay fourth down, in which sense Clemson would have punted again. So at the very worst, if you call Clemson's roughing the punter, then you should have called that face mask call. And it would have been a replay of fourth down. But all likelihood, you should have called running into the kicker, just because you're not going to call a penalty on the kicker for kneeing the defender. You're just not going to do that. Usually refs just let that go, but you threw the flag. And usually, as a way to get out of it, refs just call running into the kicker to try to make both sides give them a little both something. So it should have been running into the kicker and then a 15-yarder on Clemson for the face mask call. That's what should have happened. Ohio State was the better team, and they lost to the inferior team. I don't think this championship game is going to be a good game. Ohio State would have matched up better with LSU. Now, one reason why I'm not really that upset is because the way LSU blew out Georgia, I think Oklahoma is better than people give credit for. And the way that LSU just blew out Oklahoma, 42 points in the first half, I don't think Ohio State would have beat them. I think LSU would have. I think LSU's the best team this year. I mean, the way they that first half against Alabama, and now Alabama, actually, that Michigan Alabama game was pretty close until the end, and not pretty close, but Alabama really wasn't that impressive against them. But Alabama is still Alabama, and LSU is the way they beat. I mean, they're peaking right now. I think Clemson's shown most college football people, besides Clemson fans, and Clemson fans, don't you be bragging about that Ohio State game. Don't be bragging about being up 4-0 because you guys should not have won that game. The refs gave it to you. Don't brag. Just be humble, be grateful you have it, say thank you, and accept it and move forward. But in the end, as an Ohio State fan, I don't like being cheated, and we were cheated. But I guess I'm not heartbroken because in the end, LSU, whether Ohio State would have lost in the, I guess it would be better to lose in the finals than the semifinals. But I really think LSU's the best team. The way Burrows is playing, I mean, Georgia had him dead to rights, and he squirmed out and threw these. I mean, the level of play that Burrow is having is, yeah. So I think LSU's going to win the title, whether they would have played Ohio State or Clemson. Now, Ohio State would have given them a better game. Clemson, I picked you at the beginning of the season to win it, and it's already proven that Ohio State's a better team than you are. And we'll see if LSU looks better. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching, and you know, I don't curse. This is all just go no ad hominem attacks. Just just discussing football. Feel free to disagree. It's okay. And but no, let's just be respectful of each other. Anyway, thank you and God bless.